Hi there, everybody. I'm sat here on the set of our Hikaru Name Above All Names um, sort of session filming thing, and I've just asked the crew whether I could take a couple of minutes to tell you a little bit about what we're doing with the schools work in Engaged Schools at the moment. I'm actually sat in one of our local churches doing this filming project, and what I want to really encourage you is that even just with the first few months of this school year, that there is a really encouraging picture of what the Lord seems to be doing in our schools ministry. You might remember, for example, that we've got a few schools workers around Telford, one in Wellington. We've got people who are really passionate about schools ministry in the centre of Telford, in the south, in the east, and of course in the north. We've got people all around who are passionate about schools ministry. And of course, one of the key aspects of what Engaged Schools does is to help to bring some cohesion and to help to bring a kind of a unity and a cohesive kind of plan for our schools ministry. Let me just give you a little bit of an overview of what's happening at the moment. Down at the bottom of town in Abraham Derby, we've actually got 2 workers who are meeting pastorally with young people. In Madeley Academy, we've got plans in the diary for the summer term where we're going to be doing a big schools work day with many of our workers from around the town. If we kind of move up into Langley School, we've got 2 bookings at Christmas to provide Christian lessons, which is, for those of you who've been following our progress, is actually a really exciting development. If we go across to Telford Park, we're talking to the RE department about providing between 4 and 8 curriculum set down days, which will be hugely exciting. In fact, it will be so much that we won't possibly be able to do it all. We're in the process at the moment of booking that, and we will have to say that it's potentially too much, but what a great position to be in that they would ask us. And that question that they ask comes from a relationship with the school which has been really in close partnership, not just with me, but also the Telford Minster, the legacy of Nick Stansfield's work, and of course so many people praying for the community. There's also a great development over in Holy Trinity Academy where there's a new chaplain and there's ministry happening there with schools workers as well in a weekly basis. If we kind of work our way up to the top of Telford and over to Wellington, there's a great thing that's happening over in Charlton, and we've actually taken this Hikaru thing, this set here, which is to do with Hikaru. We've taken the book over to Charlton even this year and spoken to, off the top of my head, I think it was about 250 students, giving them the Hikaru resource. What I want to encourage you, and that's not even the whole complete picture, but what I want to encourage you is that there is so much happening in schools ministry. Engaged Schools at the centre of it, helping to coordinate it. But the richness of it is the relationship with all of the churches around the town. We've got, and I've already been into Thomas Telford School. We've got bookings in Telford College, in Hadley Learning Community. Like, these things are just kind of coming to my mind now, but they're really important to tell you to pray for us and to really seek after what God is doing in our schools. Of course, what God's doing in our schools translates into what God is doing in our youth groups, and there's so much happening in that respect, which isn't really anything to do with me, and I'm certainly not the one coordinating that. But just this last Friday night, I was thrilled to be dropping into one youth group in the centre of Telford, and then go all the way up to Newport and find another group of young people worshipping Jesus up there too. This is a wonderful time for us to be investing in young people. It's a wonderful time to be investing in our schools ministry, and I just hope that you see what God is doing and that you really follow the testimony of what's happening, because when we understand and we really spend that time devoting ourselves to serving our community, we see God in an even richer way. So thanks so much for listening to me ramble for a few minutes, and I will hopefully see you soon.